All right, guys, welcome back to Peach Gut Creek Farms. What is this contraption, right? So this is some light bracket that we're going to be putting on the Jeep to add some lights on the front. Got this mount, goes on the cow. So we got two of those, and we got two sets of different lights. One is the Nilight, which should be around 6,000 lumen. And then we got the Auxbeam, which is somewhere around 12,000 lumen. So looking at these lights, they look incredibly similar. Same kind of design. We're going to look at all that. The Nilight, or excuse me, the Auxbeam comes with all the wires to put it in. It can be changed from amber to white, strobing, all that stuff. The Nilight is just a light. I already have some of those installed on the back. This should help us out when we're doing our riding videos, especially at night. Just see more, let the camera pick up more, so and just let us see more, especially in the snow. But I'm gonna get to work installing these. I'm gonna turn on some YouTube. So I'm not gonna show you the install. I'll go over how I installed it after I get it done, and then we'll bring you back, check them out. Then we'll have to wait tonight so I can show you how the lights work. All right, here is the cowl mount. As you can see, it's just got two posts that will go right here where these two screws go. I don't know how this works. So this is an aluminum bracket, and I don't know if I'll need these yet, but I went and got some 1-inch rubber washers to go underneath there, all because I don't want this bracket to mess with my paint, and I don't want any jarring there, rubbing with a heavy light sitting on it, you know, wiggling, creating a rust issue. So I did get some rubber washers. Those are not included. So we'll take these two screws out, and I believe we'll reuse these screws, I hope. If not, the mounts did not come with mounting hardware, so I'm hoping that'll work. I'll let you know. I don't know if y'all can hear that. I hope you can't hear Wrangler Star in the background, but I want to watch something while I work, okay? That's the bad thing about shooting YouTube videos. You no longer get to watch YouTube while you work.
This is Debbie, and I flew down to Las Vegas. Our friends at EcoFlow.
Yeah, it'll work. And they do not come with a rubber washer, so I'm glad we got that. As you can see, that's a deep well there. The screw will go through and make contact without issue. And we will put the rubber washer on to protect our paint surface. Drop those in there. Those are 1-inch rubber washers. We're not going to tighten these all the way down due to the fact we do not quite know if we can get the screw in for the light into the bracket before we get started. So like I said, just going hand tight right now. We're going to make sure that the bracket is not contacting the painted surfaces while we do this. Everybody knows Jeeps do not need help rusting. No matter if it's brand new or old. All right, so we'll stop right there. I'll let you get a look close up of the mount itself. So that's going to be it. You have an adjustment loop for a light here, and you have a spot for a light there.
Alright guys, I would turn down the commercial on YouTube right now, but it's Chuck Norris. I'm afraid to, so we'll leave it running. Do install this inside light before you put the bracket on, just due to the clearance. You can't really get your hands in there to get the nut on the light. And I believe we're going to have to take off this piece of the cowl, where we can run wires to the power. Alright guys, here is the Nilight. Comes with the protective screen over the glass, which is stuck really good. Pull that off. Comes with all this mounting hardware. This bracket here, which gives you range of motion side to side and then up and down. I really like that right there. It's got one nut that you can get a wrench on, meaning when we're mounted up against the base, I can get something in there to adjust it, okay? Other lights are not made this way. That's a plus, okay? So we're gonna get this on. As you can see, it's got fins for heat reduction. Comes with your wiring, hot and negative. We'll get it in there, show you what it looks like. Here is your Auxbeam. Nice looking light. 3 rows of LEDs. Fin for heat reduction. Got your wires, 3 wire, because we're going to be able to switch it, so we'll learn more about that later. I haven't even looked at those instruction manuals. The thing I don't like about this light, you got 2 Allen head screws here. Other brands have 1 screw to where you can get a wrench in it, or 1 bolt, excuse me, where you can get a wrench in it and adjust it while it's sitting on the vehicle, okay? If you'll see, if I was mounted flat there is no way you're getting that Allen wrench in there to adjust that light. So that's going to be your adjustment for up and down and then side to side, okay? You're going to have to adjust this thing off the vehicle, then put it back on the vehicle. So far, only right. There may be more. I don't know. We'll find out. Like I said, with the mount, go ahead and mount your inside light in that hole before you start. We can tighten it up later. So with the Nilight, you can take 13mm. Tighten that nut there. That will get your range of motion to the where I'm going to angle that light, okay? I think I want it to look out here a little bit. So we'll put it right there. Alright. Then we get this 1 nut on the back, which I'll bring it to you and show you. We can get the side to side. Figure out where you want that, and then also up and down. So figure that out for yourself. Again, 13mm. We'll get that. All right. This is where this nut right here is where you get your side to side, your up and down motion. So I think I'm gonna want that thing angled slightly up. I'm putting these on mainly for snow fun, so it makes my videos a little more visible in the snow. Just tighten it down. Looking good. Now on these Jeeps, you go through here with the wire, you can do that. We'll take off this, whatever that is, that sticker there. You can go down through here. When you raise the hood up, it does not make contact. With that light being that far forward, I'll let you see what it looks like when you open up the hood. To see if we make any contact there. That's how close we are. So got plenty of gap. Now if you're no longer going to be able to lay the hood back onto the windshield, you're not going to be able to do that, but you do have plenty of room. So we'll get rid of that sticker there, and that's probably which way we'll route the wires into the engine compartment. All right, here's the Auxbeam light. As you can see, 2 adjusters there. They do supply the Allen wrench, but as you can see, when we put this baby on here, you're not going to get an Allen wrench to that screw to be able to do anything to it. So we're going to make that adjustment, or try to make that adjustment, without it being on the vehicle. At the end of this bracket, there is more room to where you can get the nut on and off there. So thankfully that happened, or we'd have to take the bracket off every time. Again, a downside to the Auxbeam. If they would have put one single nut on the back, we'd be able to put it on there and adjust on the fly. But we'll get that adjusted, get it on there. So with that loose, you can move the bracket, which will turn you down. It's just kind of a pain. And I think I'm going to go up with it again, and then I believe I'll come all the way out to this side. So it'll kind of be like that. Then we'll go ahead and tighten these down. Again, adjust it all the way up. And if we want to change that, we will have to take it loose from the bracket. Here's the dance of trying to get this on here. You got a flat washer, lock washer, and your nut. Of course, the nut's gonna fall down. Ow. And this will probably be a whole lot easier if you go ahead and do this before you mount the bracket as well. It's a learning curve. I've not seen any reviews or anybody installing this bracket on YouTube at all, so it's a learning curve. I have a critter trying to get in the building. we go. Turn that baby around. That's this bracket. You've seen that long channel we have in it. So now we can choose whether we want it way back here, way up here. So I think for now I'm gonna put it like right there. We'll see how it looks in the snow. Kind of angled out. This is not for highway use. This is for snow use and trail use. That one's a 13. All right. So now we got one light facing forward, one light facing this way. Auxbeam, Nilight. I can take the sticker off there now. All right. We'll do the other side. Like I said, I'm gonna put lights on the bracket before I put it on the cow. And then the rest is gonna be wiring. This is simply wire to the Jeep aux switches. This one's gonna be wire in its wire to the aux switches, and then run the on-off switch into there, because the Auxbeam can do amber, white, strobe, flash back and forth between amber and white, just a bunch of different stuff. So, yep, we'll get all that. Alright, I was a little harsh on the Auxbeam setup here. Couldn't get this Allen wrench in between the bracket and there. But guess what you can do? You turn it over here. And now you can get to that just fine. So, on this bracket, and on maybe it's every other application, turn it to the side, you can get to it. And turn it around. We can put it where we want to and tighten it down. This nut on the bottom. Make it match the other side. Alright, there's the lights installed onto the Jeep. Look pretty nice. We will angle them when it's dark and when we figure out what we want, what we're needing to see. But so far, those look pretty good. Alright, the Auxbeam comes with wiring like I told you. You got your on-off switch here, your mode switch there. This will make the install a whole lot faster. I ain't got to run wire to these lights. All I have to do, or find wire to run, all I have to do is wire them up. Also comes with the relay, which is replaceable. Your standard relay that you can replace or get at the local hardware store or parts store. It is fused. I'll go ahead and check to see what size fuse that is. So it's fused at 20 amp. Alright, you got your positive and negative main power hookup. That's where I'm going to go to the Jeep aux switch. You have your on-off switch wire. That seems a little short. The goal is to put it inside the cab, which maybe it's enough. I'll show you how to run that wire too, but I would have preferred this connector be way back here on the line here. That would have been that'd have made a lot more sense. But it comes with female connectors here, and then you are supplied with male connectors and extra fuses, which are 15 amp. I don't know why they gave you 15 amp. Guess I ought to read the instructions. But they got male connectors here, which are waterproof, which will go on our Jeep. We'll get to it. And right here on the driver's side of the Jeep, which is not focusing, that little black plug down in there, it is not focusing. Right there. Right there. We're going to remove that plug, and that's where we'll make entry into the cab. All right, right there you can see the hole where the, all right, right there you can see the hole right below that piece of aluminum tape where that grommet was. You just reach in, grab it with a pair of pliers, pull it towards you. So we will make a way for all these wires to route through there and be able to seal it back up. All right, guys, never get rid of wires. These are spare wires that I had left over from when I added rock lights to the bed rack. I didn't need all of it, so I only needed a short bit, and then I daisy chained them together. So yeah, save wires. This will help us for the wires that don't come with lights. This will help us for the lights that don't come with wires. All right, more discovery. To get this panel here off, you do have to take these bolts all the way out. Not a big deal, but you'll know that now. Unlike me, you'll know that before when there. So you just take these two bolts out, and it pops right out of there. We'll make all the wiring up, get it all ready, and put it all back together. All right, as you can see, we have the wires connected. Now, we haven't finished up the heat shrink, stuff like that. Not quite ready for that. We're going to test everything out. So we'll go in, turn on our aux switches. Got to make sure I have keys to the vehicle. Turn on our aux switches, program them, and then we'll test the lights out. Once we figure out nothing's loose, nothing needs to be rerouted, then we'll heat shrink everything, put everything back together. All right, so we are ready. First, we're going to try out the Nilight lights. That's them, they're on, okay? I don't know if you're getting blinded right now, but both appear to be working. Yeah, y'all getting kind of blinded. That's all right, it's short. All right, I'll turn those off. All right, those are off. Now we're going to turn on the Auxbeam. All right, so Auxbeams are on. They're working in their amber configuration. So now we'll take our switch and we will change. Oh, there's a strobe. Both look to be strobing. There's strobe amber. Both. It's going to be cool. And there's white. So let's look at those. All right. In here in the daylight, you cannot tell much of a difference between the Nilight and the Auxbeam. I'm going to turn them all on. Crack open the back door and start the vehicle so I don't run the battery dead. And then we'll see what we like. Make sure nothing's getting hot. Fill all the wiring. Make sure it's not getting hot. And then once everything is proven to be good, we will solder everything up and then button it all the way. Alright guys, I'm in the truck. We got a bear at the end of this road here. I'm going to turn on the aux beams. So that's the most powerful ones. We'll see when he comes into view. Here we go. There's the lights on. See something down there already. Oh, there's your bear. I'm gonna back up and do that same test with the Nilights. Alright, here is your Nilights coming on. Already seeing about the same. So we're getting closer. There. Naked eye, you can see it real good. And then here's where we stopped. Right about here with the aux beam. So 6,000 right here. You see that? 12,000. I just don't see it. It's probably a different color light. But I just don't see it. I just don't see the difference. 12,000, 6,000. Here's with both of them on. So, not a whole lot of change. Aux beam. Can't really adjust up and down on the trail. Unless you're going to take 25 minutes to do it due to the 2 screws and Allen head screws at that. Nilights, I can put them anywhere I want them with just a 13mm. Sorry, 14mm on the back and a 13mm on the bottom. Alright guys, well, that's the end of this video. I enjoyed making it. Enjoyed installing these lights. As you can see, Nilights to the inside, aux beams to the outside. Yeah, for the money, the aux beams for a pack of 4 are $28. For a pack of 2, they're somewhere around 20, 18 to 20. There's only 6,000 lumen. The aux beams are 85 bucks for 2 lights. Now you do get all the wiring with the aux beams. You do not get the wiring with the Nilight. You do get the different modes with the aux beams. So you got the amber, the white, the strobes, all that stuff. But they're supposed to be 12,000 lumens. It's a different color temperature light, so I didn't really see 12,000 lumens if the Nilights are truly 6. If the Nilights are 6, then you would expect to be double as bright, but I didn't see that. I didn't see any more distance in the light when we found our little bear back there. Sorry about that, but the girls enjoyed that part. We don't really get live bears here in Maiden too much. We do, but not often. The girls enjoyed that part. But yeah, I would buy both these kits again. I do have more of the Nilights just because they're cheaper. I'm on an extreme budget, and yeah, the Nilights are cheaper. I can get 4 times as many lights for the price of the aux beams. So, yeah. I've got 2 on the back that you've seen in the video in the snow. That aided in us being able to shine out a little farther. I'm going to redirect those lights next time we go. I'm going to direct these lights more out to the sides. That way when we're on the trail, we can see a whole lot more than just right here. So we're going to get to where we can see way out here. So we'll direct those aux beams out there, have the Nilights up in here to help with the camera picking up more light. And it'll make a whole lot better video and more enjoyable for us. We get to see what's over that big hill, or what's standing over there, you know, things of that nature. So that's the video. I'm gonna take you off to stand, give you an up close shot of all the lights one more time, and then we'll end it here. I appreciate you. Come back for the next video. There's your aux beam. There's the mount. Nilight. Again, Nilight. And aux beam. And the mount. There's those two up and down, side to side adjustment screws. Makes it impossible to adjust it without an Allen wrench on the trail. There's your adjustment to take it on and off. And on this mount, you see it can slide in this track. And on the Nilight, you see over there, it's just got one single 14mm screw to adjust it. And a 13mm on the bottom. 13mm on the bottom of the aux beam as well. Well, they look good. I'm gonna get them adjusted. We'll see you later.